Robert Reed, 58 Albert Street. The optimist in me is reminded of Thomas Edison after failing so many times at a light bulb. He stated, "I didn't fail 10,000 times. I found 10,000 ways not to make a light bulb." I feel at some point Mr. Platz is probably thinking the same thing. I found 10,000 ways not to make a mill work, through no fault of his own, but we keep coming back. The pessimist in me thinks more along the lines of Shawshank Redemption. Get busy living or get busy dying. For 26 years, this mill has been empty and not properly maintained. I've seen engineering reports that concern me deeply. I've watched this council each year pass the buck for another year, another promise, another year. On February 2nd last year, we stood in this very room, and the same councilors who are here tonight said to me, yes, if this doesn't happen this year, we will not grant another extension. But here we are. While we all want something great in that space, there's absolutely nothing to say that we can't try to have open land that's then available to sell. It is time for that mill to come down and then look at the possibility that we've ignored for 26 years. What is the value of the land, which is the true value of that building? It's the land. A bakery can still be there. You can have a brand new, really gorgeous building. You can make a building that looks like the old building. You can take the sawtooth and make them into solar panels to make it have that same effect. But that building is structurally not as sound as it was 100 years ago. It's not been maintained, and we've put a lot of money into just marketing, time spent. I've asked Mr. Barrett to give some idea to you tonight of how much of Mr. Jeffers' time and how much money have we put into this that we keep coming back here.
And just as a side point, if the mill goes away, the debt stays. So that's a sunk cost that we'll have to continue to pay.
So be it.
Just making the point.
I understand that. What I'm saying to the council is that we continue to kick the can down the road. It's another year with no one in the building and nothing's done to maintain the building. How many times are we going to do this? We keep hoping for this great hope to come out of nowhere and say, I've got a plan, and then at the last minute it collapses. You were warned a year ago this would happen. It makes no sense that nonprofits would want to go into a space and pay property tax. It's just not the model they operate under. Nor can they fiscally afford that type of situation. I ask you to really seriously think about this tonight. We can't keep doing this. Maybe it's time for a change. Maybe it's time to say, let's see what the land is worth, and let's see what somebody come up with for a development on open space. Thank you.
How many councilors watched the Super Bowl this past Sunday? A fair amount of you. And, you know, the overarching lesson was that, you know, you shouldn't give up. Coach Belichick decided to keep Tom in the game. And he didn't have to, but he believed in him. And in the end, you know, everything turned out all right. You know, we have our own superstar here, Tom, and we should keep him in the game and move this project forward. Thank you.
Mr. Mayor. Councilor Chance.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I'm estimating I've voted on this. This will be the fourth time. And the fact checkers out there, by all means, check that. But I believe that's correct. There was a 6-month, there was a 1 year, there was a 1 year, another 1 year tonight. My position has been solid from the get-go, to many people's chagrin. But I've bore with it, and I've sat here and listened to the same exact speeches year after year after year with the same people. And Mark Kerr, you've got that one dialed in. I'll be able to tell it next year.
And I'll be back next year.
And you said till infinity. Yes, I expect to see you. If this passes, you will be here again. And you have to appreciate the perseverance. But we've we've persevered. Councilor Cloutier has been here with myself through the previous term, and we've seen this come. We differ on our positions on this, but if this were the Super Bowl, we'd be in the 47th quarter, and the score would be 1,598 to 13-16, with the Falcons asking the commissioner to add another quarter. That's what's happening here. It's never going to end at this rate. I don't see it happening, and I didn't see it happening a year ago, and I didn't see it happening a year before. I was the odd man out. People looked at me like I was crazy. Give it a chance. Just give it a chance. Just give it a chance. And I gave it a chance. 1 year ago, we were told, if this is back here, it's not going to happen. It's back here. And we're being told it's going to happen. The same thing we were told last year and the year before, and the year before. So it's clear probably to many that I'm not going to vote to extend this again. Thanks.